Hi, everybody. Grady Polson. Welcome to the America Agency. And so I'd love to hear your script. What do you say? Lead comes in, do you have a dialer booking your appointment? Do you have, do you do one call closes? What is your process in that?
Yeah, I don't have a dialer. I did last year, but I do everything just myself now. With how high intent leads are now, like I'll pay $20, $30 for a lead when I call and they know exactly what I'm calling, right? Yeah. That's a huge deal, especially with like those. I can't believe those are $20 on the ILC for veteran leads. That's probably cheaper than any veteran leads I've seen, right? So like those are great. So like if I call those, right, I'm just going to be like, hey, Grady.
Hey.
Hey, Grady, this is Jared Crist. How you doing today?
I'm doing all right.
Good, man. I got your life insurance for veterans request here on my desk. You just filled out, I'm guessing, on Facebook somewhere. You put down your beneficiary as your wife. Is that correct?
Yep, that's her.
Awesome, Grady. Do you have a pen and paper handy? Before I ask you any questions whatsoever, I like to give you all my information just so you know who I am, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so first of all, just go ahead and put down my first and last name. That's Jared, Jared. Last name Crist, Crist. Got it?
Yep.
Awesome, man. And then I'm going to give you actually something called my business social security number. It's called my NPN. It's 201-777-60. Now, Grady, do me a favor, just like your information, don't go sharing that with anyone. That ties my whole business to you so we can build some trust. And the number I'm calling you on is actually my personal phone number, so you already have that, okay?
Okay.
Awesome, Grady. Now, will you put down your wife as your beneficiary? I have your date of birth here as 1/1/1970, like I said. Now, what was your goal when you filled this out? Were you just looking to leave money behind for your spouse so she doesn't have to come out of pocket for final expenses, cover a mortgage? What were you looking at doing?
Maybe. I think I just want to get a quote right now.
Yeah, that's exactly why you filled it out. So did you fill out multiple or did you just fill out the one?
I filled out a couple of them.
You filled out a couple of them. Okay. So if I can tell you this, I'm a broker with every single top-rated life insurance company in the U.S. So if I can show you across every carrier, there's no reason to really call anyone else. We can just get this taken care of. You're a busy guy, would you say, Grady?
Very busy.
Okay. So you really don't have time to talk to multiple different people, right?
No.
Awesome. Okay. And so you want to get this taken care of. So go ahead and I'm just going to ask you some of these. Make sure the information you filled out is all correct, okay? So you put your email down as this, address as this, and I just basically get into it. But you basically just push through everything on the phone with any objections, yeah.
Okay, so it's just like, back to the script. Perfect, back to the script. That's the reason why I called. Yes, I'm a broker. Excellent.
Yeah.
So these are veteran leads are, do they come at you with some sort of like, well, don't I have VA benefits? Don't I have military benefits? Like, why do I need this? Do you work with the government? Like, how do you combat some of that stuff? Because that's what I could see people running.
So there's a couple different things. So, for example, someone who's out of the service, if they have VGLI, Veteran Group Life Insurance, right? VGLI is something you can get 6 months out of service, and it's a 5-year increasing term. Okay, if you just go to Veteran Affairs VGLI insurance, you can pull up the whole quote, how much it is at each age range, blah, blah, blah. And you can actually show them their policy and what they have, right? The VA also offers a whole life policy. All of them are 2-year waiting periods, every single one. Now the rates are pretty good, but most rates are most veterans that fill out the form, you can get them approved for immediate issue with like Americo, MOO, SIWL, any of those comes in way cheaper. But the biggest objection I would say is like, well, doesn't the VA cover it, right? The VA does not cover it. Let me put it that way. And believe me, I might be wrong here, but this is what I go off of. If they're 100% VA disability, they cover $5,000 of your funeral expenses. That's it. And that's it. And you have to meet the criteria. The criteria, I believe, is you have to calculate in a VA memorial and have your service at a VA hospital and have your service at a VA memorial. If you don't get the full 5,000. So they're always looking to add more, right? And veterans, they protected, our country. They want to leave as much money behind as to their spouse as they possibly can. So as long as you can get around those objections and you be the expert. So like I have VGLI, great. You're 57 years old. I'm guessing you're paying this much. Have it pulled up, right? And then there's no objection they can give you because you already know, right? And be like, did you know as soon as you turn 40, that rate from 206 is going to go to 391? Oh no, I didn't know that. Okay, well now you do. So let's look at some better options to prepare yourself long term and make sure your wife has enough money. And then, you just keep pushing through it. But yeah, you got to be the expert.
Got it. Have a private policy that you own that's not going to increase, that won't expire, etc. I mean, because now if they're 100% disabled, you're going to have challenges getting them covered with anything that's not a guaranteed issue 2-year waiting product. Anyways, that is a subset of something, but we can still, hey, hypothetically, they're 47, we can get them a accidental type product that's going to cover them because they're being, monitored, checked, tracked, etc. So that's excellent. So that's a good. So VA is similar to a first responder lead. Or
yeah, it's the same thing. It's just a first responder is like active or retiree, firefighter, police officer, anything like that. Healthcare, EMS, things like that. It's the same presentation I just did, except for I'm saying you filled out the insurance for first responders.
Got it.
Yep.
Got it.